Good morning, Middies faithful, and welcome to Beaudry Field on the campus of Dracut High School for this morning's Thanksgiving Day matchup between the Methuen Rangers and your Dracut Middies. The Middies enter today on a 2-game winning streak, having beaten Saugus in the non-playoff bracket and then beating Greater Lawrence here on Beaudry Field for their first home victory of the season. I'm joined with George Dristolaris.
Hey, Mark, nice to be here.
Nice to see you, George, and welcome.
Thank
George, you coached against Coach Dracut's Trevor Knight.
Yeah, I did in an All-Star, East-West All-Star game up in New Hampshire, and we couldn't do anything. Couldn't even handle him. I mean, even though we had plans in place, he was slippery and smart, and we'll see how this is my first game watching, him coaching as a head coach, so it'll be interesting. I'm gonna go say hello to him afterwards. I don't know if he remembers me, but we'll see.
And the Methuen Rangers, under the tutelage of Coach Tom Ryan, enter Beaudry Field. Coach Ryan's Rangers lost 2 weeks ago up at St. John's Prep in the MIAA Division I playoffs. So I imagine they're rather hungry to finish this season on a winning note.
Well, it looks like this is a big day for the seniors because for most of them, this is the last time they're going to be playing football. Today, so it gets a little emotional, and I'm sure they'll want to go out in a blaze of glory.
No doubt about that, George. I would hope that the Middies are ready for this challenge today.
Well, we'll see.
I know that
it seems like the program has turned around and is starting on the right path. They have a bigger roster, although I counted there's I think 23 freshmen on this roster.
They started with 33 freshmen.
Okay, a lot of them.
The total of 63.
Well, at least you can practice. I mean, the last few years you couldn't practice like offense defense because both kids were playing both ways.
You're right. As somebody who drove down, I guess I'll call it Middies Way here, just outside the football field, it was interesting to see a Dracut football team putting trash cans out on the field to simulate blocking.
Yeah, where the defense is going to be, right?
Exactly. And it's not quite the same when the defense can't move left to right.
Well, it's not, and it was a tough thing.
At the end of today's game, the Methuen JC's Memorial Trophy will be presented to the winning team. This is the 62nd anniversary game. JC past President Dan Zodson will present the trophy.
Before the game, I'd just like to announce that the annual presentation of the Methuen JC Memorial Trophy will take place on the field at the end of today's 62nd anniversary game. JC past President Dan Dodson will present the trophy to the winning team. The series stands at Dracut Middies 27 wins, Methuen Rangers 31 wins, and 3 ties. Let's keep the tradition going.
Really.
So the Middies captains for today are number 14, Evan Dunker, number 54, Josh Kuza, number 66, Jules Cabrera Gonzalez, and I believe that's number 1, number 2, Ben DeJesus.
Well, I haven't done a game in a while, but I noticed they still haven't got jerseys where we can read them from here, huh?
No, they've changed the jerseys. They are different. The helmets certainly have changed. They've got a traditional D on there as opposed to the Middies and some other
Is that what it is? I thought from up here it looks like an anchor, but that's okay.
So I guess you could say it. No, it's definitely a D.
Well, they look a little like North Carolina, don't they?
Very much so, and that was offensive to some people. But I think even a friend of yours, Coach Hank Golick, preferred to call it Middies blue as opposed to Carolina blue.
I do like it though.
Yes. So the Middies have, Methuen won the toss, and apparently they've deferred. So the Middies will be receiving the opening kickoff of this morning's game. If you didn't hear Ron Mercia, the PA announcer, say it, Methuen has taken a 31-27 lead in.
That's just over the first few years.
You're right, very much so. It was a 10. It was a 10 victory
spread for Dracut.
Spread for Dracut not too many years ago, and that's taken a. We're gonna turn now. The Dracut High marching band will. Much like the football team, the marching band is low on numbers. I think I counted 13 last time. So hopefully they, as the football team rebounds, so is the Dracut High.
Well,
marching band.
My grandson's is a 8th grader over at Richardson.
So Richardson,
and he plays the trombone, and I'm sure he'll be on that band next year.
Nice. He'll be a 9th grader next year?
Yeah.
So he's not. Correction, the Middies will be kicking off to Methuen. Kicking off, I believe. Let's double check that. I think it's Bernardo Freitas. Nope, it's not. And a squib kick by number 59. Matthew Colon, a freshman. 3 takes it around the right side. He's getting knocked out of bounds at the 49.
It looks like they were avoiding somebody, huh, on that kickoff?
Gage Silva. You would say that, but the Middies really don't have somebody who can kick it that far away, and they've squib kicked most of the season.
Really? Okay.
Unfortunately.
Hey, I'm already having a rough day. Leave me alone.
And so the ball is placed at the Ranger 48-yard line, first and 10.
That puts your defense in a hole, though.
It does.
I mean, you have to be defending. I mean, you're defending just half the field. Before, if you get it down inside the 30, at least it's a lot farther away to go.
Yep. Shane Eason calling signals, man in motion. fakes the toss, hands it off to number 2.
Good defense by Dracut.
Yep. Gain of 1 on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 9 for the Middies.
I was watching them before the game. They seem to run. They seem to run across the formation a lot. I'm just going to try to watch what their line does and see if their line pulls or they just. Nope.
Toss to Eason again. He cuts it up he's across the 40. He's across the 30. He cuts it back. He's going home for a touchdown. Rangers touchdown, number 2. Shane Eason, the senior.
It's 50 yards closer to his record, huh?
51 yards. Yes. Josh Danella was the quarterback. My correction there.
I mean, he just got a pitch left. Saw what he had, cut it up, and he had too much speed for the Dracut defense.
Yeah, Dracut seems to have a problem with holding their lanes. I guess is the way coaches would phrase it. Danella to hold.
What you want to do is let him get this kick in.
Jake Shepard to kick. Offsides, middies. So encroachment half the distance to the goal, I believe.
Now, do they come in and go for two now?
I don't know.
If they put it down, they'll put it down to 1.5 or 1.
Danella is the quarterback. He's going to.
No.
Nope. I was going to say, he was going on to center.
He just wanted to march it off.
So number 38 to kick. Haikem Abutu. Oh, nope. Fake. Middies. Chase. Chased out of bounds by Chad Vigent. 2-point conversion is no good.
That was a nice play by the defense. They were ready for that. Someone's been studying film on Dracut with Dracut.
Exactly.
But I was looking at the touchdown run since we used to have
video. Yes, exactly.
Gary, but we used to have but it appears the right end of the right end on Dracut is supposed to contain. It's supposed to keep things to the inside, and as soon as you lose contain, I mean, that's it. Everything's open. Because now it becomes a defensive back, so we have to close down and make the tackle. All the big guys in the middle, you want to force everything back so the linebackers can scrape in and make tackles.
Right. Yeah, I think the Middies defense, well, what I've seen for the Middies defense throughout the season is they've had a problem with containment. They either everybody runs to the ball and forgets about their lane assignments, or they see the big house running at them and they run away from it.
Oh boy. Well, I saw you couldn't really tell, but it looks like you're supposed to set the edge is what they call it, right?
Yes.
And if you don't set the edge, you're in for a lot of trouble. Guys get outside and.
Yep. Kick away, taking it to 21. Fumble by Jet Jackson. I believe he recovers it at the 25-26 yard line.
So now look at the difference. Methuen starts at the 50.
Yep.
2 plays, touchdown. Dracut has to go 75 yards to tie the game.
Exactly. Middies need to play solid football, not spectacular football. Methuen comes into this game, of course, 9-2. Your Middies are 4-7, with one MVC win against the Lawrence Lancers about a month ago. Dunker at quarterback, shotgun formation. Owen French, I believe, is the halfback. Dunker's going to take off with it. He's going to try to get around end. Sort of slings it to Andrew Berrios, who was the only receiver out there, out of bounds. 2nd down and 10 for the Middies.
That was a smart play by the quarterback. It was a bad snap. He had people on him. He got outside the tackle box and flipped it away if he just threw it away from the spot where he caught it, it would have been a penalty.
Intentional grounding.
Intentional grounding. And that's a loss of down. Intentional grounding also. A spot foul and loss of down.
Kuser is the center. Gets a second one. Good handoff this time to French, who gets back to the original line of scrimmage. No gain.
See, when you get the spread offense, you're looking for advantages you have as matchups when you spread, because you're spreading the defense out at the same time.
Yep.
So what's happening on a spread is the quarterback will have to read where his strength is.
Exactly. He rolls out right, looks again, throws it across the middle. Vigent with the catch. Chad Vigent taken down at the 44-yard line. 1st and 10 Middies.
Nice throw, nice catch.
Vigent is, of course, the catcher on the Middies baseball team. He's a rookie football player, George. He's never played an ounce of football until right now.
But I'll tell you, he's a catcher, which means he's a tough kid.
Right. And a hockey player. He's a Middies hockey player as well.
Yeah,
It doesn't hurt.
no. See, he's asking the referee if he's lined up right.
Yep.
Smart. See the difference?
Exactly.
55 had the edge, and he forced it in, and you got your inside backer 52 coming in
For a loss of 3.
to make a play.
Yep.
If Dracut's going to go wide like that, they have to have more speed than Methuen, and I really don't think they do. I think
I agree with you.
I think if you're going to run, you run at speed, and then you try to trap inside, which is pulling a guard or a tackle, and take angles on blocks, almost like the academies do when they if you're
Exactly. Dunker takes the snap, shotgun formation. He
He
steps
can
up,
run.
shifts again. He's going to tucks it.
got
Gain of
whacked.
about 1, but he takes a hit from number 55 with the tackle. That's
Evan Dunker with the
Christian Anziani, a senior defensive lineman. So
3rd and 12 for your Dracut Middies.
it'll be 3rd and 12. Field must be slick if the referee is falling down.
I mean, this field can handle this water though without a problem.
Right, exactly, when they went to turf. Man in motion was Berrios. He's going to... Dunker rolls out, still trying to find something.
got him.
Oh, he got Chad Vidgeon again! Vidgeon up the sideline. He's going to be taken down from behind at about the 16-yard line.
And there's a big catch. Evan
About a
Dunker for
37-yard
Chad
catch, I
Vidgeon for
believe.
another
I like
Middies.
how this quarterback's playing. He's looking up. When he broke away from the pocket, he still had his head up downfield, and he found his guy.
Right, you and I were talking about this a couple of weeks ago, how he always keeps his hand cocked. So 1st and 10 Middies, ball's at the 14-yard line, actually. Dunker in shotgun formation, hands it off to... They missed
They got 3
gain of
yards.
about 1 or 2.
No, they got 3.
3.
Yep.
3 on the play. That was number 2, Ben DeJesus, the senior running back.
They're down to the 10. So
So ball is at the 10-yard line. 2nd and 7.
My man, Drew. My man.
Low snap again. Duncan picks it out of the ground. He's going to run. He throws it in the grasp. He throws it, and it's incomplete. That ball, I don't know who it was intended to. I think maybe Jet Jackson.
he was over the line.
So we do have a... Oh, yes, I see the flag now. I would anticipate
I think that
Tom Ryan, I think, would decline it for the play, but maybe not.
No, he might take it, put him in a hole a little bit. But it seems like Dracut's made big plays on 3rd and long, right?
Exactly. 3rd.
It's back to the 15 now.
Okay, so they...
It gives more space downfield because the end zone cramps you a little bit.
Exactly.
Gives you a little more space. We'll see. Kid was just trying to make a play. But you should know where you are in the field.
Dunker rolls out, throws it. Ball's high to number 3, Owens Arister, the senior tight end.
Now,
Incomplete.
They don't kick field goals then, I guess. They don't kick off, right?
There are very few. They do have Jules Cabrera. Bernardo Freitas has tried, I think, 1 field goal all year.
Why can't they just get a guy from the soccer team to come kick?
I keep asking that question of myself, if not anybody else. I don't know.
We were always fortunate when I coached to have a kid who was, somebody who would come out and they just to kick, and they play on both teams, the letter in 2 sports in the fall.
Right.
All right, now we have.
Middies will go for it on 4th down. Dunker.
I throw to the.
He rolls.
I throw to the
He
end
rolls
zone.
some more. He throws it into the end zone. He's
Touchdown.
got Jet Jackson.
got
Is
a
his hands
touchdown?
down? No, he's out of bounds.
Oh. Nice play.
Jet tried to tiptoe through. No, that was 0. Samson Nogby, incomplete.
Incomplete, just out of bounds.
He's playing like Drake May, running for his life, huh?
Yes, very much so, and quite apropos considering the Middies are in a Carolina blue uniform.
But Drake's not.
No, he's in a whatever color the Patriots are wearing this week. So it'll be 1st and 10, ball at the 15 for the Methuen Rangers. 7:10 to go in the first quarter here at Beaudry Field. And in motion. Hand off to Eason. He breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle. That should be a face mask, I think. Before he's taken down at the 15-yard line, so no gain on the play.
That was a great run. That was a great run for no gain.
Yeah, there were at least 2 opportunities for the Middies to take him down for a loss. He managed to break through.
But they had their hands on him.
Right.
I'd give it to him again. I'd give it
him all day.
I kept feeding him.
Toss sweep to Eason. He breaks across the 20,
He's gone.
25. Oh, he's knocked out of bounds at about the 33-yard line, I believe.
You see the spacing of the line from Methuen? They and the Dracut isn't spacing themselves properly.
Well, I agree with you.
Defense is holding.
And the officials need to get together and figure this out. Indication was holding on the defense on a run play, no less.
No, it's going the other way, Mark.
And they are marching him back, so the official is at the 34-yard line, and he's starting to walk back. So it'll be holding against Methuen, apparently, 10-yard penalty. Should take it back to about the...
Right, you're holding guys who can't get off the chip to the next level, but that's not happening. Our guys don't.
So ball's at the 16, so it was an 18-yard.
I beg them to put their hands on. Make it touch anyone.
But I don't understand
I don't
how
either.
they're doing. How they're
Ball's
doing
back
the
to the
chains.
9.
That was a first down play, right?
Correct.
So it should be 1st and 20.
You're right. And now they've got to get the
They got
down
it.
marker
It's like-
correct.
They called it from the spot of the hold. They called it from the
Right.
spot of the hold, so it's 1st and 15.
Meanies have an interesting alignment. It is first down. Don't believe the sticks. And Easton will take it. He rolls out. He gets wrapped up. He breaks a tackle. Breaks Coos's tackle. Jules Cabrera Gonzalez had the best opportunity. He missed a tackle. So he gets out to the 17-yard line. Gain of 8 on the play.
I mean,
Remains second
Drake's
down.
tackling has got to get better.
Absolutely.
It's like they're like reaching out with arms. They're not following through with it.
Right, they look afraid. Not that I know this is actually true, but it's probably like your son Dan
I
trying
wouldn't
to.
call it being afraid, Mark. I would call it being tentative, and kind of worried about what the play is going to do to you. You know,
Right.
not hurt you, but he's going to, something he's going to do as a player. So
Right. So false start against the Rangers. Moves it back.
as Methuen keeps going behind the chains, they keep Dracut's still in the game. I mean, they're like one foot down from being tied here or ahead.
Correct. Drop back pass. Throws it deep. You're right.
It's
I
open.
just saw that. Oh, nice catch. Is he going to take it home?
No.
No, not today.
See the quarterback how he throws?
I did. I was commenting on
He
that.
brings the ball down and then kind of flips it out.
Looks to be Tim Domazin on the catch, number 17. Ball looks like they're marking him out at the 30-yard line of the middies, so it'll be 1st and 10 with Methuen. But yeah, he has that sort of sidearm throw, shortstop on the run
Yeah,
type
it's
of
like a,
motion.
like a flip, but he got the ball out there
Right.
like 50 yards.
And Easton again going out the end. He's knocked. He gets tripped up by Samson Nogby.
That's a nice tackle on the open field.
Yep,
Because he doesn't make that tackle, I think he goes in for a touchdown.
exactly. Nogby went at his knees or his ankles and managed to trip him up.
Easton's taken down for about a gain of a yard. That'll be
So
second and 9.
that was a 1-yard gain. Could have been a 31-yard gain.
Dracut's running a 4-man front.
Yep. Danella hands off to Easton. Easton's going to cut around the right end,
Touchdown.
and he's gone. Nobody's catching him. Owen French makes one last ditch effort, but he can't kill that momentum. Touchdown, Rangers. Shane Eason, 29-yard touchdown run. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter, increasing the lead to 12-0.
And he's up to 80 yards rushing.
What did he need for, was it a school record he was going after?
He's going over for 2,000 yards.
Aha.
Oh, that's right. But the two rushes for 80 yards, correct?
Yes.
But the-
29 and 51, yeah.
Kick attempts, we think. Oh, they stubble it again. I got to believe this is a set play, George.
I'm not, it's a scramble
Or
play,
it's-
I'll tell you that. He should be
Oh, he
throwing in the end
throws it.
zone.
And ball is incomplete, out of bounds. Although it was caught by a midi. He just couldn't keep his feet in bounds. Not that it really
Well,
mattered.
he did keep his feet in, but it doesn't matter because unless he can turn around and run, he gets the 2 points the other way.
Right, so I think that was Shane Byron. Oh, no.
If I'm a defensive player, I'm saying I got to pick.
Knock it away.
I got to pick. I'm taking my pick.
Take your pick and, yeah. Something to make the turkey
Because
feel.
we all kept our own stats anyway in our head, right?
We do. We do keep our own stats.
Mark, I heard you play baseball. You get a base hit, you calculate your average run into first, on the way to first. That's what I heard.
I don't calculate it on the way to first. I calculate
when you
it
get
afterwards.
there, when you get there, right?
Yeah, my teammates don't like me much because I actually try to apply MLB rules to whether it's a base hit or not.
Oh, please.
You know,
That's
some of those.
that's when. Well, we'll talk about that later. But I was the scorekeeping drove me crazy. Nobody hit 700. You know.
No, you're right. Not unless you were a college D1 player playing against a freshman high school team.
But I'm playing third base. Ground ball comes to me, hits a rock, hits me in the eye, right?
Yep.
And the guy's safe for first. Our scorekeeper ruled it a hit. Ruled it an error on me. And I'm
Kick
saying,
away.
I said, why is that an error? And he says, well, because I want the pitcher to be confident about not giving up an earned run. I want his ERA down.
Owen French took the ball at the 10-yard line, brings it out to about the 31-yard line, I believe. It'll be 1st and 10 for the middies.
I always liked
28-yard line.
I always liked an option offense in high school because you're trying to find the weak link of a defense. The spread does somewhat the same thing, but
Yeah.
it allows teams to run the ball. You look at Navy and Army, right? They don't
Yes.
have the biggest lines, and they've had great years this year, and that's because
Correct.
they can run the ball, and they can run the ball with the option and smart kids. So
And they've got discipline.
and that's what it is. So that's why I like the option in high school. We had to do at first because we didn't have a big team. We had to play all the big schools.
Dunker lets one loose,
Nice.
throws it to number 4, Berrios.
He got it. Nice catch.
Andrew Berrios.
Just came into the zone and just found a nice safe spot in the zone.
Yep.
Quarterback found him. Nice pitch and catch. Now you get second and manageable. You get second
Second
and
and
4.
3.
3, 4, yeah.
Should be 3. Gain of 7 on the play out to the 35-yard line of the middies. Handoff, quick double reverse. Dunker lets one loose.
he's
He's
not
got the
open.
ball out there.
He's open?
Jet
Oh.
Jackson cannot get it going. He could not turn on the afterburners.
He put that ball out there 60 yards.
He did. He's got an arm. I think Coach Steve Talbot might want him in the outfield if he's a baseball player. Or the track coach might want him in the jav. So now it'll be 3rd down and 4.
See, you can take a shot at 2nd and 3, right?
Right, exactly. As long as you know that you can go for it on 3rd and 4th down potentially. And since the Minis don't really have a strong kicking game, I see this as 2-down territory.
From the 35?
Yeah.
That's a
They've
nice
done
play.
some weird things.
Cut it up. There you go.
Owen French, I believe, on the carry, out to about the 44-yard line.
That'll bring up Middy's first down.
See, the defense has to read the motion of the quarterback and go that way, and then they come back with a counter and get a nice little first down.
Owen French must have gotten some of his grandfather Phil's chicken noodle soup for today's game. Ball is thrown low but caught by number 3, Owens Arista. He takes it across the 50 to about the range of 49, I believe, maybe the 48. They're going to mark it at the 48. So it should be 2nd down and about 2. Nice play on 1st down there.
Yeah, these first down plays are important to stay in front of the chains.
Yes.
Stay ahead of the chains.
It gives you options.
That's right.
High toss, high pitch, no gain on the play.
See, they're using the
aggressiveness,
the wing back to almost trap as a guard would. You see, they bring him across the formation. They let they block down with the tackle. They let that guy go, and that guy picks him up.
Exactly.
So it's not your essential trap play, but it's like where you pull a guard or you pull a tackle. They're basically wham blocking with a back.
Half-yard gain on the play, so it's now 3rd and a long one.
They're in good shape. I actually would think about going long now, because it looks like they're bringing people in around the ball.
Right, exactly.
So
you
what do we have? 6.
Here.
We have 6. We have 9 people around the ball right now.
Vigil's the wide.
And they just brought the safety.
He's got him. Owens
first down. Get out of bounds.
Owens Arista, first down reception there.
They've got some nice offensive concepts.
They do. They show some knowledge. It seems they've grown throughout the season, we'll say. Ball's at the 41-yard line of the Rangers now.
For another Middy first down.
Nogby in, Jakes and Arista out. Berrios in with Vigent on the outside, this near side.
Get rid of it.
Coming.
Get rid of it.
Get rid of the ball. He throws it away into the Ranger bench. He's outside the tackle box, so
that's a high school rule, isn't it? I'm not taking an NFL rule and put it in high school, correct?
Which rule?
Get out from the tackle box so you can throw it away. Okay,
correct.
You just have to. The ball has to just go past the original line of scrimmage.
Right. I think that's at all levels.
It's going to be a long day, clockwise, if Dracut's going to throw every down.
You're right. It is going to be a long. 1:36 to go in the first quarter here.
They're walking safeties up. Yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. They're walking 2 safeties up, and they're letting the defensive backs go in the cover 0, really, and go man to man.
Right. No gain on
that's what a cover 0 is. A cover 0 is man to man across the board, and everybody goes.
Okay.
You can hear that on TV. If they say you hear the term cover 2,
yes,
that's 2 high safeties. Cover 3, the 2 cornerbacks and a safety split the field in thirds. It's kind of easy because you have to, because we're talking about defensive players,
Correct.
I can say that since I was one.
Healthy hit.
Yeah, he got his lunch. What's happening is they're bringing guys in off the edge and they're not getting picked up.
Jake Preventure on the sack.
So he's got to step up, but Preventure came right in, and had we used to call that hospital shot.
Yes. Yeah, the middies, I think, have basic concepts of blocking down. It's just when you have to make a switch. I don't think that they pick that up well or know what their assignment should be.
Methuen is just they're running for. They're going I would still kick if you can't kick far. And I'll kick it out of bounds. So if they put Shane back there, that's a nice play.
Oh! High throw
He had
to
him.
Jet Jackson.
He should-
Incomplete.
They hit him in
You're
the
right, he
hand.
should have.
By the way, like I said, I haven't seen Dracut football all year. I'm just going off of what I saw the last few years. They are very much improved. Very much improved.
You are correct on that, George. Very much so. They have.
There's a lot of
developing
there's a lot of progress out there, and especially he's got a really young team. I counted like 23 freshmen on this roster on Thanksgiving.
Right.
I mean, I don't think they're out there playing, but they,
No.
but, you know, because
And more freshmen would actually be playing if they hadn't gotten hurt. I mean, sitting on the sidelines.
let me tell you something. Freshmen playing at this level, they're still children. You know,
They are.
When you get out there, you're playing against
14-year-olds against 17-year-olds
men.
just isn't fair sometimes. And Eason gets to, no, he bounces off another tackle, gets across the 50.
You know,
I find it interesting. Do you see the same thing I am, which is Eason just bashes into somebody and wants to see if they're going to fall
he
down?
bashes and spins.
Bashes and spins.
That's
So
the
ball
quarter.
is at the 48-yard line of the Middies now. 2nd and 5.
I think Dracut can score some points in this game. If they stop making mistakes and figure out how to deal with Methuen's pressure.
Exactly. They have to, keep maybe go to a 2-back set where you have
Maybe
an Owens Arista or somebody catching that blitzing linebacker off the edge.
how about throw a couple screens at him?
Sure.
You can do a tight end screen. You know, you can just do a couple screens, and these guys are running straight in. They don't even think, like kids in high school. If you don't block them, they think they're heroes, and and they don't realize they're being set up sometimes. So
Right, exactly. It's a little more complex than I got you know as his grandpa, but
did Methuen bring their band? No, huh?
no, it's a rare occasion that a traveling football team in high school brings a band these
That's
days.
too bad, because football
right.
football should be an activity for a lot of the student body.
Yes.
Look, you have your cheerleaders, you have your band, have your players, you have families of the cheerleaders in the band there too, and it's like it's almost like a community event. Football games, it's just not the football.
Absolutely. It's unfortunate that the football players get to come one last time to the field, but the bands stay home unless they want to come unofficially on the student bus. So 2nd and 5, Rangers, maybe sneaking up. Toss to Eason. He cuts it back the other way. Who's going to get containment? He gets around the end. He's going to get maybe close to the first down before he's taken down.
That was actually good defense. They closed down. They stopped. They controlled the edge, and that kid's just a superior athlete right now to the kids he's playing against.
Yes, I understand that he's a Division I football prospect,
I think he might be, yeah.
much like his
But
brother.
you can't really tell though. His brother, Stonehill's not Division I.
Yes, it is.
They're Division I now.
They went up to Division I 2 years ago. They're still in that,
That makes me
not
feel,
the grace period, but I don't know what you call it anymore.
that makes me feel better. I played against them, beat them 3 times. Okay, when I was played at UMass Lowell.
Yes,
And Eason with the run, that'll bring up Methuen Rangers.
and it's a first down for the Rangers.
And I guess Shane's at 104 yards rushing. The countdown is on to get him to 183 or to get him to some number to be 2,000 yards in a career rushing, which is awesome. That's awesome,
It is incredible.
especially at the high school level. I mean, he probably didn't. I'm not sure if he was a starter or as a sophomore. So this could have been done over 2 years.
I believe it's 3. I believe he and his brother straight up the middle. Oh, he trips up. Number 4, Mekhi Lumsden, the senior running back, takes it straight up the middle.
Well, they got to give somebody else the ball sometimes.
Exactly. You got to give him one breather before he, so he can actually eat his Thanksgiving turkey. Ball's at the 26-yard line. Now of the middies. 1st and 10 Rangers. Eason remains. Nope. Eason's back in the ball game now. They hand it off to him up the middle again. He cuts. Fumble. Middies recover. Eason fumbled the ball at the 24-yard line. Owens Arista got in there and picked it up.
The score 12-0. The Methuen Rangers 10 minutes and 46 seconds left in the second quarter.
What number recovered it?
So a nice way to end, potentially end your high school career for the senior Owens Arister, inside linebacker. Eason not doing what he hoped he was going to do, which I think was take it to the house. So 1st and 10 middies, ball's at the 24-yard line. Offsides,
Is that him
Rangers.
running? Is that him running down there?
No, that's number 11 down there.
Okay. I wonder if the coach makes you run after a fumble. In practice, you're taking a lap anyway, right?
Nope, he's going for something else down there.
You put the ball on the ground during, you run for it.
Yeah.
We knew a guy that we knew we had a kid carry a football with him all day to school one day.
Nice, with his uniform and his dress jersey. That should be that's a fumble.
I don't know. I thought his arm was coming forward.
Yep, they're calling it a fumble. Recovered by the Ranger defense. Number 70 on the recovery for the Rangers. That's Aiden Marino, a senior defensive lineman. His arm was coming forward, though. They should rule that an incomplete pass or intentional grounding.
That's not a. Oh, his arm's coming forward. He's getting hit. The ball comes out. I mean, once his arm starts forward, that's an incomplete pass.
You're right, and I think that's what Trevor Knight is arguing, that his arm was coming forward. I think everybody in the stadium should have seen that.
I mean, the ref from behind called it, but he's not going to see that. It's up to the line judges and the back judge to see the arm coming forward. Well, we don't have replay like in the NFL, right? So
we do not.
We're the only one. We don't have replay either because that's another story for another day.
Correct.
Well, would I love to see replay now?
Oh, it was clearly a forward arm motion.
Touchdown.
No, touchdown, Rangers. He threw a 50-50 ball up there. I believe it's to number 41.
Yeah, but that ball was he threw it up there, but there were 3 Dracut players around, but they were smaller. This guy just went up, high pointed it, and came down with it. No one after he touched it.
Yeah.
No one hit him. They just let him fall to the ground.
Number 40, is it 13? Adrian Blake, the senior wide receiver, was with the touchdown reception. 21-yard reception for the TD. And you can't read small numbers either, George.
Oh, I know, it's terrible. This is better than a sunny day, though.
You're right, it is.
They're going for 2.
Yeah, they got to make a 2-point conversion one of these days. He rolls out, he throws back. Nobody's there. He throws it to 58. Is tackle eligible? So Vinny DeMeo, the junior offensive lineman, catches the 2-point conversion. And where there's nobody complaining on the midi sideline, apparently he reported as eligible. And Trevor Knight was questioning that, as well as some of the coaches in the booth, whether he declared as eligible.
We'll find out we're going to find out what's the high school rule too.
That you still have to declare.
Was it a lateral though?
Yes.
If it was a lateral, I'm not. It's
Jet
not,
Jackson.
it's not a forward pass.
Jet Jackson takes the ball at the 5, takes it out to about the 19.
This kid number 4 for the Finland's a pretty good player at the edge, and he's a hitter out there.
Mackay Lumsden, that senior defensive back. Yes. So if it's a lateral, you don't have to declare?
I'm not sure. I don't have honestly, I don't have the rule book with me.
Right. They're playing federation rules now, too.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why they're 12-minute quarters, because they used to be 10-minute.
Yes,
right?
they were.
And they used to have 1,000 timeouts during the game.
Yep.
I mean, we're playing years ago. We're playing Catholic Memorial, and we're down here playing Massachusetts rules, right?
Yep.
And we're Catholic Memorials outside of Boston, and
Correct.
we're playing them. And
There's a flag on the field.
They had like 7, I think, timeouts a half, and then they had a rest. That's what. Then they had they'd have a rest period. I was like, what is this? Every time you get something going, right? Timeout, 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 timeout.
And so too many men on the field, penalty against the Rangers moves the ball an additional 4 yards out to the 25-yard line.
See, they have timeouts 3.5. It used to be
5 or 6.
It used to be ridiculous.
Handoff again to Owen French. He takes it across the 25 to about the 26, maybe the 27. He was on top of a body. Let's see where they mark it. So now it is going to be 3rd down and I believe 3 yards to go. Ball would be marked at the 27-yard line.
Now, if they don't get it, would he go for 4th down on this side of the 50?
Yes, I think he would.
He needs a punter. Got to go to the soccer team. Who's not playing on your team, right?
Right, exactly. Who can actually hit? Oh, they tosses it up there. He's got Berrios catches it. He's down the sideline. Oh, he drops the football. Get out of bounds. Oh, no, it's out of bounds. He was not in bounds. They're going to mark the ball at the 1. He fumbled. I thought he had, by the time he got the ball in control, it was at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, he gave it
They're
to
saying
him.
no.
They gave him
They gave him the turnover.
Yep.
So it'll be Methuen Rangers ball at the middies.
1 yard.
Correction, at their own 1-yard line. 1st and 10. Berrios had the ball in his hands. I don't know whether it was the rain or just nerves.
Even if he fumbled through the end zone, they get the ball. They come out as a touchback. Ball comes out to the 20.
Right, which is why I was hoping it was going to go out of bounds on the sideline. Then its offensive team retains possession, I believe. No such luck for the middies.
And we don't have replay, so we can't really tell from here right now, right?
Correct. So middies lose their best opportunity to score of the half, fumbling the ball away. Shotgun formation, trying to get the middies to jump. Owens Arrester is the stand-up middle linebacker. Really, looks like he's playing nose. Oh, they hit him. They hit Eason. He gets away. He breaks a tackle. He's going to cut it up. He cuts across. Frenchie. He stood up at the 30, where a host of middies, including Owens Arrester, take him down. So Arrester and Chad Vigin are at the bottom of that pile.
Now, if you look at that play, right, I'm trying to do this from memory now. The middle linebacker is walking up to the center.
Correct.
The ball is snapped and he backs off. Either you go or you don't go.
Full commit.
Or you stand 4 yards back, right?
Yep.
And you read the play.
And then he had to come down to the 30 and make the tackle. Fake handoff, quarterback keeper. He's thrown down for a loss by number 74, Aaron Nem. So Josh Danella dropped for a 2-yard loss, I believe, on the play. It'll be 2nd and 12 for the Rangers. Now maybe they only gave him 1. Still, Nem tackle for loss now. Shotgun formation again, man in motion. Fakes the handoff, counter sweep, I believe is what you'd call that.
That's
17 on the carry.
That's right, the counter sweep coming the other way.
Tim Dom is in.
They were running that all pregame.
Right, so the middies, well, actually, the middies weren't out here when we saw it for pregame. You were. So what do we have? We got a penalty? Are they going back to the 31?
No, it's a 4-yard gain.
Okay. So 3rd down and 10, it looks.
where the outside is open here and the wide side of the field.
Right.
And
Middies
they-
have to commit to holding the. Samson Nagby has to commit. Oh, nice hit. Samson Nagby knocks him down for a loss. Nice tackle on Shane Eason. I think he's feeling it in his ribs there, George.
I think he lost his wind. He got hit right.
I would say so.
Probably hasn't taken a hit like that all year.
No, probably not. Quarterback exposed his ribs for him.
Well,
But ball's at the 29-yard line.
you want to get
Lost
the ball
one
in
or
that
two.
kid's hands
No,
whenever you
absolutely.
can.
Punter back. It looks to be number 38.
It's amazing he held on to the ball. Didn't fumble out there, right, with that hit.
Hickam Abatu to kick. Snap is high, gets it away. Oh, almost. Cabrera Gonzalez gets his hand up there but doesn't quite touch it. Ball will continue to roll. It's going to roll down to about the Middies' 20-yard line, I believe.
See, by not coming up to try to catch or field that ball, they lost 20 yards in field position.
Exactly.
20-yard line. Let's hear it for your Dracut Middies.
I'll tell you, the kid from Dracut who made that hit will remember that for a long time. They'll
Absolutely.
talk about this when they get together when they're out of high school.
Yep.
They may say, well, we may have gotten beat, but
Remember that hit. Exactly.
I laid a lick on probably Eastern Mass Player of the Year, right?
Could be. I know I was with a few former Middies last night. Dan O'Connell, John Lucia.
You were at Brothers.
I was at Brothers.
I was there. I left. I was there and I saw all those guys.
Jamie Damaris, Steve Talbot, among the many former Middies standouts. Listening to some Jim Felker
I thought
music.
Dan O'Connell was more of a wrestler than a football player.
He was more of a wrestler than a football player. And a loss of about 2 or 3 for Dunker there as he's tackled. Yeah, Dan O'Connell as a sophomore was the sectional champion, and I think it was 119.
Well,
pounds.
his son was a wrestler.
Yes, both of his sons wrestled a little. Neither got Dad's acclaim, certainly. Actually, Danny might have been 103 as a sophomore. And as a senior, I think he got to 119 pounds and played football at 140. So, tackle for no gain on the play. That's Ben DeJesus.
Well, what's this tell you? Well, they got to be throwing on this down, right? Because now you're behind the sticks.
You're behind the sticks. You're down 20.
And you're gonna see pressure from the outside come in.
Right. So this is where you have. I would
So
put
this
Owens
quarter,
Arrester in there as a blocking back.
if they can control the center of the center of this of the cup, say where you back, then he should not be taking that deep a drop.
Yep.
Here he goes. There they come.
He throws it out there. Oh, interception, number 4. He's going to skip, jump, juke, and get back to the 10-yard line. Mikhail Lumsden with another play. for
That's
the
all a
Rangers.
matter. It's all a matter
It was
of
just a
pre-
timing
It's
play.
all pressure. It's all pressure.
Absolutely.
He didn't step into the throw. He's throwing and getting hit at the same time,
Yep.
and the ball goes up in the air it wasn't a well thrown ball, but the intent was good because number 4 on Dracut,
Right, Owens Arrester. Oh, no, Andrew Berrios.
he was open.
Right.
He was a couple steps behind, unless the cornerback was baiting him a little bit, and that could have been 2.
Now, what about having 2 receivers on the wide side of the field outside the hash? Would you have put one across at a slant?
Well, you can cross them. You could cross them and put one to the center. It all depends who the safety picks up or who doesn't. It's like
Lumsden with the carry. He's taking it straight up the middle. He's decleated on that play after he gets about 5 yards. Ball will be at the 4-yard line, I believe.
Is Eason out of the game?
Eason is out of the game at this point.
You see him on his head? Is that him over there?
Is he down? Apparently the trainers are with him down on the 40-yard line.
Okay.
I mean, across the field on the 40-yard line on the.
Yes. And up Lumsden up the middle. Touchdown. 24-yard touchdown run for Mekhi Lumsden, the senior running back.
Number 4, correct?
Number 20, yes,
No, he's the one who intercepted the ball, too.
correct.
Might as well
So,
give him the touchdown.
right, Tom Ryan rewarding his a key defensive player who plays both ways.
We'll see if Easton comes back.
Exactly. So 4-12.
And they're going for 2 again.
Sure, why not? Get those 2 more points back. 44 calling signals. He's going to take it himself.
Nope.
He's going to get knocked down short. So number 44, Conway Bradshaw, a senior long snapper and inside linebacker, according to Coach Tom Ryan's roster, fails on the 2-point conversion, so it remains 26-0. One thing you can say for the middies is, and I have Tom Ryan and I umpire together. I've talked to Tom. Last year, his starters were gone by the middle of the first quarter. Now we're in the middle of the second quarter, and at least the middies have shown enough fight where they've made Tom Ryan keep his seniors in there, or maybe he just wanted to get them a little more time in their last football game of their high school careers. And I see number 81, Connor Anello, the senior wide receiver defensive back, getting some action here on Thanksgiving morning. He's on this near side end. Nogby and Owen French back.
Oh, he's blocked.
Jet Jackson going to take it across the field, try to cut it up. He's going to dance. He's going to get knocked down at about the 24-25-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the middies, 4:03 to go in the second quarter.
So 81 is a what? He's
a
wide receiver?
Yes.
And he's up on the front line blocking?
Yep.
You almost look like you're trying to set up a reverse, with somebody maybe fast.
Right, you have that opportunity. His brother, number 27, Logan Anello, the freshman, has gotten a little more time than his senior brother. So I think maybe it's
one thing. Dracut has players coming. If they stay at the high school.
Correct.
You've got 3 Pop Warner teams that are in the Nationals.
Right, and their 13 U team we called, or their U13. I can't remember which goes first. Had about 27 kids on it this year. Chad Vision gives the game official the towel that was out there on the end. Dunker fakes. He rolls out. Who's going to block for him? He gets across the 30 to about the 31-32-yard line before he's taken down by Shane Eason, who's playing defense. Gage Silva, number 3, the defensive back.
I was going to say, it's just tough reading numbers on a foggy morning, right?
It's tough when they're scrunched up.
But I'll tell you, if Shane Eason goes out on defense leading 26-0 after probably getting his ribs bruised or whatever, he's a
tough. So ball's actually at the 32-yard line. 2nd and 3 for the middies.
Be nice if they can get a score before halftime.
It looks like they're going to blitz.
They're blitzing all the time.
Dunker tucks it.
Nice first down.
Ball to about the 34-yard line now. Gain of about 7 on the play. Dunker didn't know who to throw it to, side judge or referee, and they're going to swap footballs. How many footballs are usually in play in a high school game, George? How many balls does each team?
4 or 5. I don't know what they brought in there. We would probably bring about 10 in a bag. And you work them in during the week, too. You don't want them because it's kind of slick. You have to kind of rub them up.
Right. Toss to Owens Arister, I believe. No. Yes, Owens Arister
nice
on the
first down
reception.
play.
Right. Gets out from the 39 to about the 44-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play.
How does Dracut's operation work? Does Trevor call the plays?
Yes.
Okay.
With some input from the man to our far left, Vin Macia.
I've got to meet him again after the game. Say hello. I was going to see him before the game, but he might have been in a little bit of a zone at that time. I know how coaches get.
Oh yeah, I do too.
Looks like they've replaced some people on defense.
Yep. Dunker takes it again, gets a first down, tosses it out at the very end, gets an additional 2 yards by
We ran an option.
Owen French.
They ran an option. My favorite
Read option, yes.
My favorite high school play. You know, I would really mess with people. If I had a really big line, I'd put bone. I would go bone, wishbone.
Yes,
and I'd
that's
run
old.
And I'd run the triple option.
Why not? That's an old Alabama Crimson Tide.
Oklahoma.
Bear Bryant, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Shotgun snap. Dunker steps up, steps through. He still got. Whoa! Oh, bad pass. Almost intercepted by Cam Kafua, the senior defensive back.
You know, he's running. He's making these throws on the run. You know, he's got a.
Right. It looks like backyard football or sandlot football.
I would roll them out. I would roll them out away from pressure if they can. If I detect where it's coming from.
Right.
Try to roll him out to his throwing side, but just get him, even move the pocket.
How tough is it for a high school quarterback to be able to read defenses, though?
Oh yeah, they really, especially a first year player.
Yeah.
It's I mean they've got a lot to look at. They got to look at the safeties. Now it looks like there's nobody back, right?
No, they're playing. Everybody's playing within 5-6 yards of the line of
and
scrimmage.
there comes an outside
Here comes the
linebacker.
blitz, 19 again.
And they sent
He
him.
throws. Oh, nice catch! Who caught that? Number 17, Chad Vigin holds on to it.
He's on the ground.
He was on the ground.
He had forward progress.
Yep. So the ball was originally at the 46-yard line. They're going to mark him down at I think the 40-yard line.
Dracut's got to start using their timeouts.
Yep. 1:10 to go in the second
The thing
quarter.
is, when you get a first down, the clock stops until they reset the chain. So you really
Right.
don't, you really don't need to, unless they stop them short. We got third down here, so
Right. Third down and about 3 to go.
I'm still waiting for a screen. I would like to see him throw a screen. No, any type of screen.
Right.
Like, did you see the Patriots game last? They threw a flanker
did.
screen on
Yes.
the extra point, and they optioned it, and they brought
Yep.
the running back around. And they pitched. That's a high school play.
And for a kid who played at UNH like Trevor Knight did for.
And they were wide open. They were the original college team, actually. UNH that did the spread, quarterback
Really?
and shotgun. Oh yeah. You know who came out of UNH? Chip Kelly.
That's right, he did.
Chip Kelly did, and so did the coach from Ryan Day
Ryan
from
Day.
Ohio State.
Yep, Ryan Day went to UNH, coached at Boston College for a little bit.
And I knew Ryan Day. He was at Manchester Memorial.
coached
I
against
remember
him?
him as a player. No, I remember him as a player.
Dunker takes the
Touchdown.
ball straight
Oh,
up the
one-
middle,
one more
across
step.
the 30. Flags, multiple flags on the play. I'm guessing it's going to be a hold against the offense.
No,
but-
it might not. It came in from the back. It might be some type of personal foul.
So the ball was taken down to about the 28-yard line. Let's see. Face mask against the defense, 15-yard
I'm
penalty.
getting back into it.
You're getting back into it. Not bad for the old coach.
That's right. Hey, you should tell my wife. We need him on Fridays. Tell him to drive
I
home.
tried.
Yeah, I know you did.
I don't have much luck against arguing with lawyers.
No, you can't. Oh, me. Oh, I don't either. And I am one, right?
Exactly.
But it doesn't matter if you.
False start on the middies offensive line.
It doesn't matter what your wife is. You just,
I understood.
I had a.
Good morning, by the way, Tammy.
No, she's not. She's not listening. She doesn't. Football's not her favorite thing. She put up with it when my 3 boys were playing and I was coaching all those years. You know what she liked doing? When the mothers got together for the girls going out.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
That's what she liked. All right, here we go.
So Dunker in shotgun again.
And they brought the outside
Rolls.
guy on the right. He's open.
Short cut. Number
He's got-
1
he's got
catches
it.
it at the 1. Jet Jackson. And they're saying no catch. And coaches are irate from the booth to the sidelines. For the middies, they're saying that was a catch, and it looked
But
like a
the
catch
guy
to me.
the guy who called it a catch was behind him, so he didn't see it. The guy coming
How
up
can
from the
a blind guy? How can a guy who is blind to that call that though?
he called it a catch. And then he got yeah.
Aha.
Watch it. Make the throw.
Dunker tosses it there again.
Touch it. No.
Oh, that one was to number 4, Andrew Berrios. Flag in the end zone. Pass interference.
Could have been a hold in the end zone.
Oh, clearly, I think it clearly was a hold. And number 1 for Joshua Quacky.
You know, Drake has played
Pleading
very
his case.
well on offense between the 20s.
Right, exactly. when it gets narrow.
This is all a matter of experience, too, you know?
It's a matter of experience, but I'm also looking at this wide receiver crew, and I always consider myself skinny, but they make me look fat.
Well,
They don't look to be any more than 120 pounds,
Well,
each one of them soaking wet.
You know, these guys need to get in the weight room this winter.
Right,
They
exactly.
really do.
So 18 seconds remaining in the first half. Middies will get the ball inside the 10 at about the 9.
They called that interference, correct?
Yes.
Second and 5 from the 9.
Looks to be 2nd and 5 from the 9, yes. He tosses it outside. Owens Arister.
Out of the
He's
one.
going to be down at about the 1 yard line. That was a little tiptoe. Actually, the 2 yard line is where they're going to mark him. He was tiptoeing the sideline on that one. Not bad for a big, bulky.
Now we got first and goal, right?
halfback.
Only
Correct.
13 seconds left. So how many timeouts? You got 2 timeouts left. So you
timeouts.
can
You
run
can
the ball. You can run the ball, but the only thing I'm saying is they're going to go into shotgun on the 2 yard line. So the ball's going back to the
Always.
8. One of those
Never
things
made
that I
sense to me, but
never
it is what
agreed.
it is. Ooh,
Timeout.
met at the line of scrimmage, number 2. Ben DeJesus takes it to about the 1. Timeout Middies. 7 seconds to go. Enough time for 1, maybe 2 plays, but
They have time for 2 plays as long as they call the time. They get the timeout quick. So Trevor should be right at the ear of the referee, right?
Yes.
He should be right at the ear of the referee. So if they don't get in, they can run it again. That's a good thing about saving your timeouts. I mean,
Right.
at the end, if they didn't have any timeouts, they'd be forced to throw here.
exactly. So you got 2 options. And I, like you, believe that they should go under center, but that's a rare occasion.
Well,
for
the problem
the
is you don't
line.
know if he's practiced that either. You know.
Correct. So Kusa will be, I believe, Kusa is the center in this case, a 2nd or 3rd-year player, I believe.
Yeah, but that's not. They probably don't work on it in practice, and you can't
Right.
take it on. You know, you can't just use it
can't
on
take a
goal
risk.
line, and
Right.
and fumble the ball there. You know.
Right. So they'll remain in shotgun.
Now
Ball
look
at
at
the 1.
and they're in goal line.
Dunker's at
so-
6. Touchdown Middies. Owens Aristo with the touchdown on a push pass. Looked like a basketball.
Well, you know,
chest pass, to be honest.
It worked out for them, but I don't agree with the play call. I would have just dropped, gone, because he rolls and he takes. Look at the time, 0. Right.
Right, exactly.
It's the end of the half. Then they leave the timeout in the bank.
Correct. And I don't understand what the official was signaling there. Middies, I think, are going to go for 2, trailing 26-6.
Now, on a play right now where they are, I don't mind getting the quarterback outside, right?
Right,
And
exactly.
Let him read, flood the zone, see what they can do.
3 wide receivers to the near side. Single wide on the far side is Vigent. Dunker rolls out. He's looking again. He throws again to cross to Chad Vigent,
No
but it
good.
was at his ankles.
See, he has to throw.
Incomplete.
He has to throw with his momentum.
Exactly.
Not across his body back.
Right, it's not a shortstop trying to throw to first base.
The only one who does that is Mahomes, right? And
Correct.
he can flip like that.
And so at the half, it's right. The Methuen Rangers 26, your Dracut Middies 6. We'll be back after a short break at halftime. You're watching. And the teams have returned to the field for the second half here at Beaudry Field. The host Middies are trailing 26-6 to Division I quarterfinalist Methuen Rangers. Methuen currently leads the Thanksgiving series 31-27 with 3 ties. As you might have heard earlier in the game, the Middies had a 10-game lead on Methuen for only a short time ago, but that's quickly gone the other way as Eason brothers, amongst many, have led the Rangers to more prominence in Division I or MIAA football. We do thank those of you who are joining us on Channel 22, DracutTV.org, or Dracut TV's YouTube channel. And we're happy to hear that Tammy Dristolaris actually is listening to today's game. And yes, I will let George talk. I promise, Tammy.
Well, now I'll hear it. I'll hear it when I get home. That's okay.
Tammy loves me, though.
I've talked enough.
It's fine.
I'm just to point out highlights here. You know, I haven't seen the team all year, so I'm just kind of winging it.
Winging it and praying for it. Middies will receive the second half kickoff here.
Oh, it'd be nice if they could march down and put one in, right?
Absolutely.
And go get a 2-point conversion. Now they'd be down by 12. That's manageable. You just play some defense now.
Hiccup Abutu to kick it away for the Rangers.
And I think the hit on Eason
Yeah.
really got this team going a little bit. I mean, they realize we can hit with these guys. Oh, you're all the same age, you know, in the
Right.
same age, same station in life. I mean, for God's sakes, just go out and play. Don't worry about what division, what they've done. You don't care.
Right. What are we waiting for? Oh, no, we had to wait for a game official to jog back to the field.
Probably had to use the restroom.
Exactly. Oh, 2 of them, no less. So
Come on, get in the field, boys. Let's go. You don't have to go around. You can go on the field now.
So I don't think there could be a delay of game on the officials, but
why not?
It's a first for me. The officials being late to the party.
Well, I would dock them part of their pay.
True, and they're getting $150 a game, I believe.
Is that what it is?
Yes, I think it's
bad.
so bad. Jet Jackson takes it up the middle across the 30
ask-
to about the 35. He's still on his feet.
Ask Gary.
Up to 39.
Ask Gary Muse what we're getting.
Thank you, and an annual meal.
With no TV.
The no TV is
No, I
because
thought
they
with
put
the
in glass windows, but yes. And they couldn't figure out how to set one up, even though it's a flat screen. Actually, I think I broke it last year.
Did you? Said you didn't use it. I said, well
Well, we didn't, yeah, because I hardly ever use it.
it's hard
as a
because you were by yourself.
Right, exactly.
I mean, I loved having the replay because we can see what really
You can
people
point
are
things
doing.
out, right, exactly.
But that's okay. We'll just do our best.
So Vigent to the far side out alone. Toss sweep cuts it back up the middle for Owen French. He gets about to the 40-yard line before he's knocked back and thrown down after whistle, but there will be no flag on that play by number 19.
Well, you know,
Eli Chaye.
The defensive end, I think it was number 52, sealed the edge. He had nowhere to go. So that's why he had to cut it back, and that's where all the pursuit's coming from. That's what I was saying. It's so important for Dracut to seal the edge. I mean, even it didn't really matter with what was it, Eason?
No, he's bigger than everybody else.
Well, he's not. He's fast
Dunker's
too.
going to roll it out. He's going to throw it across the middle to Berrios, incomplete. He had two receivers standing right there, Jet Jackson and Berrios. So I would think somebody ran the wrong route or didn't run it deep enough.
Who's the AD here now in Dracut?
The athletic director here in Dracut is Tony DiGeronimo, who was the former football coach out at Fitchburg High School.
I think that helps having a football coach as your AD. But Tony,
True.
can you please put heights and weights on? Unless you at least for us.
Right, agreed. But neither team actually is doing it. And
No, I know.
Most of the squads didn't have it all year. High snap. Dunker fakes it.
Nice
tosses
play.
Ooh, Owens Arister on the catch, but he gets about 1 yard, so it's going to be 4th and 9.
We're not punting here.
It doesn't look like they're going to bring Bernardo Freitas out to punt. Looks like they're going to keep him on the sidelines and go for it. Ball's placed at the 42-yard line. Now they're going to swap.
Looks like they're
and
going to
Dunker
punt.
is going to be the punter. So Dunker, they do list him as a kicker.
I think coach thinks that by punting, I think he realizes he thinks he's in the game. You know, if you're not in the game, you know, you take your 4 downs and see what you get. You know.
Yep.
And they left their defense on the field too.
Right. And 34-yard line is where the return is at.
That's a pretty
Dunker
good.
kicks it.
That's a pretty good kick.
Oh, diving catch by number 13. He's down by Chad Vigent. I can't tell if he's hurt or just stumbling around.
Stumbling around. I think that was a nice play because that ball bounces. It could on this field. It could go all the way down the field.
Absolutely. The returner was Adrian Blake, the senior wide receiver.
I should be keeping track of this, but how many yards does Eason have?
I got him at 136.
136. Yeah, so he needs another 50 yards. About.
So Eason to get to 2,000 yards in his
Rushing.
MIAA career in rushing needs about 50.
Now his brother's at Stonehill. What position does his brother play? Is he a quarterback?
Yeah, he's back.
Brother must be here today.
I would assume so. Yes, his brother Shane was one of the best. Was actually up for Gatorade Player of the Year in Massachusetts the last 2 years.
Ooh, I wish the linebackers would stop creeping.
And counter. There's Shane Eason with the ball. He's going to take it across. He's going to break it.
He looks
all the way home.
He looks determined, doesn't he?
He does. Touchdown, Shane Eason.
He got shot out of a cannon.
And I think that's the record. I think that's 2,000.
That'll bring up another Methuen Rangers touchdown.
So the lead is extended 32-6. He was at 136 before the play. That was a 60
201. And now he's got 5,500 scrimmage yards.
and 5,500 scrimmage yards on his 3-year varsity career.
Well, let's see if we see him. They're kicking the extra point too. I think
Kick him a Butu with the PAT.
Let's see what happens here. They're gonna go. They're gonna
Oh,
fake it.
false start. Offsides on the middies. Correction.
Let's see if they go for 2 now.
The quarterback is
I
your,
would.
your holder, Josh Danella.
I would doubt if they go for 2 here.
Yeah, Tom Ryan, I don't think has a need to go for 2. 1 is enough.
Howdy, folks! Hey! Ramen noodles! Bitches! There's kids here, sorry.
Kick is up. Kick is good.
There you go.
So the lead is extended to 33-6. Methuen Rangers here at Beaudry Field. 10:01 to go. in
Larry
the third
Bird over
quarter.
Bill Russell, right?
Larry Bird over Bill Russell, yeah. Who was the better all-time Celtic?
Russell.
Definitely.
I mean, if you're counting championships,
Right. I mean,
but you know.
I also go with that. He's the best NBA player ever, simply because of those championships and because of all the things he had to endure.
Even people like Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan, you know.
Yes.
You know, Michael Jordan will say about Russell, I got 6, he's got 11.
11 and 13, yes.
Right.
If you count the games, he was the coach of the, I almost said Middies, but the Boston Celtics.
No, but he was player coach. His last 2.
Last 2 years, 1969. A couple of months before me, but yes. Abutu to kick off again to the Middies.
Catch the ball, catch the ball.
Catches it at the 15. Jet Jackson's taking it around the right-hand side, cuts it up across the 25, cuts it across the 30. He's to the 35, 38, 39-yard line before he's taken down by number 89. Clefton Verdue.
You know, the way Methuen flows on that kickoff, I wonder if they're setting him up on a reverse. But that's just me.
Certainly the possibility. I find it interesting that the ball is always kicked down to the right hash and they end up coming over to the near side hash. So the far side hash, the near side hash. It's always
well. That way you can move your team too. You know.
Right.
You can bring your blockers over too. When it's on the near side, it takes more time. It takes.
Duncan rolls.
Is he going to pitch?
Nope. He's going to hold on to it. Takes it across the 40. Still fighting to the 45-yard line, 46-yard line before.
There you go.
Gets a little help from his friends. 77 for the Middies. Bernardo Freitas was down there, 78 as well. Jason Sergey. Sergey's a sophomore, George.
Right.
Don't know how heavy he is, but
I mean, there's some players on Methuen I like. I like this cornerback number 4.
yep.
I think he's a good player. I think he baits the quarterback a little bit, which I like. You know, as far as the cornerback is concerned.
Dunker hands off, no gain to, I believe, number 21, Owen French. Yes, French comes down at the bottom of that pile. The snap looked to be high. I don't think it was a fake.
I think we should throw a screen pass here.
I don't disagree with you. You keep saying that, and we haven't seen one yet.
See, if you're behind the center, it's a lot easier to run a draw play. You know, you bring them, and they'll come flying on the outside, and you let them release on the outside, and you bring them upfield, and you run a draw underneath them. But when they're standing next to each other like that, it's not that easy.
Right. Fakes the handoff. Takes it up the middle, gets across the 50 to about the 46-yard line. Dunker with the keeper for a first down Middies.
That'll bring up a first down to the Dracut Middies.
So it was. I think that actually was an RPO, read pass option, run pass option.
Run pass option. See, he's got his head up when he's looking, and he's looking on a run pass option. He's looking at what, again, that's assignment football. That's high.
Yep, exactly.
It's assignment football.
Dunker takes a hit from number 18 on the play, incomplete.
He's a tough kid.
Josh DeFatima, yes. We were talking to Dave Parent at the half, and Dave says that Evan's a basketball player and a football player. You got to be tough, I think.
And we're kind of talking about, being an athlete. Just don't be a football player. Just don't be play different sports. You train different muscles for different sports.
Absolutely.
But basketball, is very, your defense is your defensive shuffling and things are very similar to some football things you need to do.
Throws it to the outside. Berrios with the reception. He's going to be brought down at the 41-yard line. Gain of about 5 on the play. So it'll be 3rd and 5 for the Middies. Well, at the 40, their range of 41.
3rd and 5.
So it didn't turn out to be. It's a little foggy. It didn't turn out to be too bad, like it's slushing around out there. But the most fun is playing in a snow game. I mean,
Yes.
with the mud field and snow, and
Yep.
it's the greatest. You don't get hurt in snow. You just kind of slide.
Right, you just have to, well, yes, you're right. New look, 3-back set. Hand it off to Owen French. French gets to the 40, maybe the 39. I think they're going to call him down at the 40. I don't think it's
Almost the 41. So we got like 2.5.
Yeah.
What they can run out of that is he can do a read, and you can have backs going like this, crossing.
Crossing, yeah.
Again, I'd roll him out here. I'd try to stay on the left hash so he could roll right with more room, but I would roll him out and maybe hit my, there's nobody on that
4th and
side of the
4.
field. I'll drag somebody across the field,
Exactly. Defensive backs are up.
He
throws it incomplete. He had 2 receivers over there, Berrios and
he had
Jet Jackson.
actually three open.
Threw it between 2 of them. Couldn't decide which one he liked.
No, I think he's looking at his hand. I think the ball slipped. I think he knew where he was throwing.
Yeah.
So Dave Parent's going to make sure his basketball players don't get hurt, huh?
Something. I heard he's actually on security detail.
I heard he came for the food.
Well, we all come for the food. Actually, Dave is in charge of crowd control and has been all season.
Doing a great job, huh?
Yeah, he's kept the crowd out of the
Dave
stadium.
should just take the end zone and handle that part.
Oh, nice tackle there for a loss by Owens Arista. He takes Shane Eason down at, I believe, the 35.
Is that Eason?
Yes, it was.
Well, he goes backwards 3 yards, right? Does he still have his record?
He's got the 2,000 yards, but now the 5,500.
I wonder
So
why
Ball's
he's.
at
I
the
wonder why.
36,
I'm wondering why
loss
they.
of
I'm wondering
4.
why they left him in the game, Mark. I'm just wondering. He got his record. I mean,
They have different stats than I do.
True. Handoff right up the middle. He's going to get those yards back and a few more.
boy, he's
Coming across the 42. I
He
believe.
is good after he's hit, isn't he? Keeps his
He
legs
is. He
going.
keeps his legs moving. It's
and he drives his shoulders into the tackler. He's the one doing the hit.
right.
If I'm playing against him, you want to try to put your shoulder right into his chest. You
Yep.
don't want what he's becoming. He's being low man, and low man always wins.
Yep.
Got him
Ball
offsides.
start.
Got him offsides.
Oh, they're calling. Let's.
He got him offsides. The
Oh,
nose tackle.
So the point was the wrong way.
The nose
Yes.
tackle moved. Nose tackle went across the line. I think he touched his helmet touched.
Yes.
Can you come back? I don't think in high school, right?
Not if you touch somebody.
No, but I know that in pros you can't either. But if you can't come back if you don't touch somebody, I still think you're offsides.
So ball's at the 47. Need to get to the 49 for a first down. Eason takes it up. He's going to chase Chad Vigits, the last man standing, and he can't catch him.
Oh my God! It's like a man playing against boys.
Touchdown, Rangers.
What a good player.
51 yard. No, I don't think that. And now you hear parents in the stands screaming, "Run the clock." Not quite at that point yet. It's, I believe, 35 points or 36 points.
I think they're playing. I think they should play this out. I think they're playing well. I think this is a good point though, that they let the kids keep playing. Don't just run the clock out. What does the point differential have to be when they start going running time?
I believe it's 36 points. I'll double check that.
Because it's going to be.
So the kick is up, and it is good. Abutu with the PAT kick.
You just can't handle it. Does that kid play any other sports?
Abutu?
No.
Shane Eason.
Eason, yeah. Yeah, I can see him playing basketball.
Actually, you're not right. I think I do recall seeing
probably
him
a
in
wing
box
player.
score.
What position in basketball is Eason? What position in basketball is Eason?
So his brother did. I'm not sure. His older brother who's at Stonehill plays basketball. I don't think he does. Yeah, he's a lacrosse player.
Oh,
But the brother was a basketball.
I'm looking at a wing player going up. You know, maybe that's why he's tough, right?
Exactly.
Because he's a lacrosse guy. I mean, he gets out in the open field and he's gone, but he'll run between the tackles and take on big players and linebackers
And so we got a big man kickoff here. And Jet Jackson takes it. He's going to juke a little. He's getting through the defense, but he gets stopped at about the 39-yard line.
That's good. They've had good field position on their kick returns.
They do. Ricardo Ziti.
Nobody can get a soccer player to kick balls for you guys? For anybody?
So that kickoff was by number 66, Ricardo Zili, Z-I-double-L-I. And the Minis get called for a penalty. I believe it's a holding penalty.
You know, this is something with this game. This reminds me of like the Patriots. You know, you got a prospective team that's the Dracut that seems to be improving, as in like with the Patriots. Not that they're having trouble with their line play, but they also have hope. They have hope with their quarterback, and I think Dracut has hope with these group of kids, and especially what's coming up. They've got 3 Pop Warner teams that are in the Nationals. That's if they stay in town, you know.
Correct, and you can speak very well to that as a Bishop Girton Cardinal alum and former coach. You know, and you got Central Catholic over there as well.
Central Catholic's a beast. They're more of than Bishop Girton, and as far as that's concerned.
Yep, they played last night at Fenway Park against Lawrence.
I heard that. Against Lawrence, got to play. That's great.
Yeah, it was a rather one-sided affair, but still.
I'm sure. Same deal here, but I think Dracut standing up to him a little bit.
Right,
I mean, the
exactly.
scoreboard is the scoreboard, but I think Dracut is playing hard. Yeah.
Right.
They had a couple. They had turnovers. They could have 3 scores on the board now.
Catching the end zone on it.
I think the JV defense is in now.
Yeah.
Pitch. Oh,
He's going to keep it. And he finally tucks it at the 19.
They're playing the pitch. You see that?
Yeah.
The kid went out there. That's how you got to read, you know. Good old Oklahoma's wishbone. Let's go. Come on.
So.
Or what we used to call an aces formation. You had 2 wingbacks and a fullback, and the quarterback was on the center, and the fullback would be or a halfback would be between the tackles, and the other guys would loop around in motion. And now you have 3 players attacking one zone.
This time he'll throw. Oh, Berrios can't take the hot shot there.
You gotta punt it.
Agreed.
He can do everything.
I wish the parents would calm down there. To be honest with you. You go out there and do that. See how you do.
Yeah, it might be that they have a little too much holiday cheer on
This early?
Morning.
Don't block it, stand out.
This early.
Who's punting? The quarterback, right? Is that who's punting? I
Yep.
can't tell the number.
Evan Dunker is back to punt again. He has to step back. Takes it. The ball's going to go out of bounds. But not before it gets out to the 46-yard line. Right on the midi sideline. I thought it was going to go out much earlier than that. But it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rangers at the Dracut 44. 3:31 to go in the 3rd quarter here at Beaudry Field.
Well, that's true. That's a good idea. Put up another 30.
I don't think Methuen's running it up. I think they're running the ball.
No.
What are you supposed to do? Those touchdowns, those weren't trick plays. Those were off-tackle runs.
Exactly.
You know, they're playing football.
Tom Ryan has a long history in the MVC. He started,
Well, they
came up here from Rockland.
They changed their running back, by the way.
Aha. I formation.
Put number 20
And quarterback, number 22 with the carry.
and 12 as a quarterback.
Ali Kali.
Now, when you watch him, right?
Yes.
Number 12, he's got much more of a classic throwing style than the other kid. The other kid kind of slung the ball
Right.
off his I don't know how he did it.
Dylan Conway is the new quarterback, number 12. He's a junior, so I would expect he'll be the quarterback
No, the
next
kid.
Turkey Day.
No, number 6 is a junior also. No, he's a senior. Sorry.
No, you're right. Josh Danella.
So this is the heir
He's a
apparent
junior.
right here.
Actually, you were right. Danella's a junior as well. Conway's going to keep it. He's going to get stopped for a loss. He's going to be picked up and dropped down by number 66. Jules Cabrera Gonzalez. Cabrera Gonzalez is one of the seniors on the Middies team. So ball's at the 42-yard line. So as I was saying, Tom Ryan came up here from Rockland, played for the University of Massachusetts Lowell football team in its final years.
We're alum of the same group, huh?
Yep. He played for, I believe, Coach Sandy Ruggles.
Ruggles, didn't he used to be at Merrimack too? Ruggles.
Sandy Ruggles coached North Middlesex and won a
North
number
Middlesex,
of
that's right.
number of championships for the North Middlesex Patriots. Was a powerhouse in Central Mass. Stopped. I don't remember.
What? You missed it? Eddie, that's the second time.
His son Scotty, I think, might have coached at Merrimack. And when it first started a football program. I know Tom Cato, the legend of Chelmsford High School, the late legend of Chelmsford High School, was, I think, their first football coach. Ball's low. Throws it out there. He's got him beat. He can't catch him. One-handed catch by number 13.
Good throw.
Adrian Blake, it was. Blake just didn't have enough
I think he
speed.
stumbled at the end. He couldn't get to the ball.
Yeah, it's tough. Looking back into, I can see the rain falling, so it's got to be, it's a steady rain now. We're protected by glass and amongst other things.
Yeah, but there's no heat, right?
Right. So Tom Ryan, once he finished his career at University of Massachusetts Lowell, taught in the Tewksbury Public Schools, and Tom Ryan got his high school coaching career started with Brian Aylward.
Oh, from Tewksbury.
Correct.
Wilmington, right?
Dropped by Samson Nagri.
Footsteps.
Yep, definitely footsteps. He had number 5, Muhammad Kal, the senior defensive back, on his shoulder, looking to run before he caught the football there. Yeah, and if I'm not, you can correct me if I'm wrong, I believe Trevor Knight's father got his start under Bob Lefty Aylward at Nashua High School.
I believe so. I know Scott. I've known him for a while. His father's a good coach, and I'm not sure how
Fumble.
I'm not sure how long Scott's going to coach up in Nashua. He's been there quite a long time.
Recovery on the play was by Chad Vigent, I believe. So the ball is placed back at the 48-yard line of the Middies. 3rd down and 5, maybe 6.
Yeah, this game's running along because they threw the ball a lot of scores. That's
Yep.
okay.
I'm going to have to go up to Crimson Tide country, Concord, New Hampshire for dinner today.
You go to Concord?
Yep. That's what happens when your big sister moves north.
Yep.
Jonathan LaBelle on the pressure there, the senior defensive lineman. That's the other thing you notice. When I was in high school, they used to be visiting stands on the visiting side of the field.
Correct.
Now the fans are interspersed unless you want to put them down in the end zone, and nobody's in the end zone tonight.
Are they sitting, the Methuen fans, in front of us, or are they sitting over there where the Methuen cheerleaders are? Or are those Dracut cheerleaders?
Those are Dracut cheerleaders.
Okay.
Methuen cheerleaders. Actually, the Methuen cheerleaders might be down that end, but unless Dracut split up their squad.
They brought a corner.
Oh! The pass to Chad Mitchell was a little high. He was right at the stick, so it was going to be close regardless of whether he caught it or not. So it'll be a turnover on downs.
You know,
for the Middies.
if I was Methuen, I don't think I'd be sending corner blitzes anymore. I think I would just be.
Stay at
I
home.
was just making player-based defense. But I think Dracut's uniforms are nicer than they. I'm not sure my buddy Hank Golick actually is on cue with this one.
Well,
but
Hank's
Hank's
only
Hank's
problem
a-
was
but- but Hank-
how you call what to define the blue as. Is it Carolina blue or Middies blue?
What is there such thing as a midi blue?
Not that I'm aware of, but again, I'm a guy, and my sisters told me what colors matched when I was in high school. So
A midi blue? I don't even know what that is. Well, if you look at that, that's more of like a powder blue. That's North Carolina all the way, but it's actually
right.
it's blue, right?
When you look at it as in a color palette,
Does this go? Is this uniform? Does it see the other teams? Does it see basketball? Is this color with them? Is this basketball? Is this with baseball, lacrosse, soccer?
so
I don't
it
know.
changes. The baseball team has changed their jerseys a couple of times. They kind of had that Houston Astros mid '80s look
Okay.
with the interspersed blue with blues.
Oh, okay.
Now I think officials indicating we're going to go with a running clock as the fourth quarter begins. Oh, nice hit by the Middies there. Owens Arister knocks number 35. Matthew Bolduc out. Bolduc's a sophomore wide receiver. And so yes, the Methuen fans are right below our mic.
Any way we can shut that off?
So yes, I probably could, but I think that it would just leave our voices.
Sorry, they're just obnoxious.
Agreed. Run up the middle. Middies. Tackle there. Owens Arister on the ground. So Bolduc again with the carry. It'll be third down and 9, it appears.
Obviously, some of those guys down there didn't use helmets, right?
Yeah.
Or they had the leather helmets.
You know, one person definitely missing from the Thanksgiving tradition is Don Moose Morowski, who passed away just before the season started.
Dawn was a huge Dracut
been
supporter.
a false
You know,
start.
I think Hall of Famer too, correct?
I think so. I think he was inducted into the Hall of Fame. So, number 66, Jules Cabrera Gonzalez. And I believe it's number 84. Dan Jakes
I think
in there, linebacker.
I think Methuen has the JV team in there right now.
I
Obviously.
would say so. So it's a loss of 2 on the play.
We got a punt coming here, I think. Okay.
Yep, number 38's back to kick. Hickam Abutu.
See, they bring these big guys in on the line, right? On a
Yeah.
punt. I would bring all linebackers in and put them there because you got to cover it, right?
Right.
That's a problem that Nick Saban had. Remember that big kick return by
Auburn.
Auburn?
Yep.
He had
Lost the Iron Bowl.
He had his whole offensive line out there, and as soon as that guy broke the first wave, they couldn't run after him.
Right.
It was over.
So ball is stopped at the 31. Getting some pressure for the Middies was Jules Cabrera Gonzalez on that kick.
Now for Dracut, what other quarterbacks do we have on the roster?
There are a number of them. We've got Chad Vidgen is one quarterback. Then if you look down a little farther on the, you've got Lyric DeLeon. And a last name that'll sound familiar to some longtime Middies fans is, where is he? Oh, Bryce Kinnell, number 29. He's listed as a wide receiver. Earlier in the season, he was listed as a quarterback. His dad was, his uncle was Jared Jabba Kinnell, who played quarterback for the Middies in the 90-91. So it looks to be a first down by the Middies as they get it across the 40 to about the 41-yard line.
Yeah, nice little roll up by Evan Drucker.
Got to get
Dunker.
Evan Dunker.
But he
Got to wait for the chain gang to get synchronized.
But he was, they've been rolling him out now because they kind of have to. I mean,
Right.
they would, if Methuen keeps sending outside linebackers and safeties on blitzes, you roll out away from the pressure, and he give him a run pass option.
So Dunker and Jack there. He's got some block. Oh, he's left uncovered. Oh, they got Jet Jackson. Jet Jackson with the pass is incomplete. I thought he had him, but number 89 got his hands in there. Clefton Verdue
That was
knocks the ball away.
That was a blindside shot too.
Exactly. The middies did not catch the blitz on there.
I think it was just the defensive end that came in unblocked.
Yep. Owen French, I think, should have had that. The pressure was put on there by Jonathan LaBelle, the senior defensive lineman. So it'll be 2nd and 10 now. Twin wide receivers both sides. Dunker looks to his left, looks to his right, tucks it, carries it, across the 45, 50.
They got a spy on him, if you can see that. They're having a safety or an outside linebacker laying in the zone for him to run, and he's still got about 9-10 yards.
Yep, and I think he's down on the field, on the sideline. Middy's trainer is walking across, and Dunker is hurt.
Yeah, he's taking some shots. He took a shot on the play before. I'm not sure if that was from the play before.
You're right. So now you're looking at, so the ball, I believe, will be at the 50.
Yep.
Lyric DeLeon, I would anticipate, will be warming up unless they go to number 18, Lyric DeLeon.
He's a freshman. He has to come
Dunker's
up.
going to walk off. He's going to take at least one play off.
He's gonna come
Looks
off
like
from-
his knee.
Yeah, it's got to come out for a play.
He's taken a few shots this year, unfortunately, especially in the last 2 games against Greater Lawrence and now against the Methuen Rangers. He's got his helmet off. He's grimacing a little. But the trainer is
He'll be all right.
walking casually back to the sideline, so it doesn't appear to be that bad. Yep, he's
As Dave Parent has a puppy over there.
yes.
Did he go down? See, are you going down? Dave? You going down to check him? That's your guy, right? Okay.
Yeah, Dave, go check his call.
2 yards for the first down, 3rd and 2. DeLeon calls for it, hands it off to Owen French. French is going to get met at the line of scrimmage.
Got a
He's
first
going to
down.
push forward
close.
to the 48, maybe the 48 and a half. We'll see where they mark it. Inches, and yep, looks like they're going to move the chain, so it'll be first down and 10. Middies from the Ranger 48. 5:30 to go and counting. So we got a running clock at this point with a 40-6 lead.
Dunker wants to go back out there. You can tell when they go walk by the coach. See?
Yep. And yeah. Straight up the middle for Frenchie.
Tough kid.
Tough kid. He's a lacrosse player who is going to play college lacrosse, I anticipate. And he's only a sophomore.
He's not a basketball player.
No.
That's why Dave
He's a
didn't
junior.
move. That's why Dave stood there.
He might be a wrestler. I don't remember.
That's what makes him so tough.
Especially with the tradition in Dracut of good wrestling, although Dracut and Tingsboro now share a wrestling team.
That's, by the way, that's coming though. By the way,
What is?
regional sports.
Yeah, I believe so. French with the
you gotta-
carry again,
you
2-3 yard gain.
You've got to be able to afford it, you know.
Yep, ball's at the 42 now, so gain 7. 3rd and about 4. Dunker back out at quarterback. He's looking deep. He throws a touch pass, and Chad Vigent asks for the flag and gets it. He was held. The other one out there was Samson Nogby. It looked more to Nogby than it did to Vigent, but uses his catching skills to talk to the.
I thought the Dracut wideouts played pretty well today.
They have. They've got some talent.
I think the quarterback played pretty well. I think the line needs some help. I think they need to get some. They need to get bigger. They need to get bigger.
And some size.
They need to get some size. You get some experience because once you start picking up those those blitzes that they were doing, you could really burn a defense that way. And even the long passes that Dunker made was on the blitz, and so he kind of let his receivers go get the ball.
So ball's now at the 27-yard line, 1st and 10 middies. Hand off to Owen French. He's getting hit once. He bounces off. Bounces across the 20.
Could be in.
Inside the 15 to about the 11 where he's brought down by, I believe, number 89.
Dracut's playing till the end.
Left in Bordeaux, which is exactly what the middies need to do.
That's right.
Number 10, Edward Bernier, looking to get out there as well. The senior wide receiver is going to jog down the field to be the wide receiver on this near side.
That's a long throw, isn't it?
It is a long throw. Frenchie up the middle again. He breaks through, breaks across the 1 yard line. I think he's going to be down at the 1 of the 1 foot line. But it's a 1st and 10 middies. Yep, should be 1st and goal middies. So they're going to give him the ball at the 1, 2-12 and counting. Ben DeJesus, Samson Nagbe is. Frenchie comes out of the game. Dunker in shotgun formation. He's got handoff to Ben DeJesus, who stopped in the backfield for a loss of a couple.
If he could do a
read option.
If he pulled that out and just took off around the end, I don't know if he could. But he's been limping, so I don't know if he wants to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
But
he'll stay in there at quarterback. He's got Samson Nagbe in the backfield with him, who's going out to the side. He's got Ben DeJesus to his immediate right. Toss to DeJesus, who's met straight up. He's going to lose 3 or 4 more. And the Rangers were in the backfield on that. That had no chance, unfortunately. Dracut faithful is calling for Eddie Bernier. Number 10, the senior, getting his first action that I recall of the season.
Well, he'd be open on a slant, wouldn't he? If the guy couldn't.
Right. So he's got Bernier, the only wide out. Nope, they're going to move Samson Nagbe out there as well. He's inside the hash, outside hash. And they're going to look. They're going to look again. Dunker rolls. He tosses a 50 ball. Incomplete. He had number 3, Owens Arista, on that. The clock remains running, so the middies have to hustle up.
I call a timeout.
You're right.
Yeah, just for one good play.
4th and 9. Middies appear not in a hurry to get it. They'll let this be the last play of the game if they can get it off. Timeout with 6 seconds to go. And the officials look back. And that's the end of the... is that the end of the game? And so...
Mark, it was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure to have you in here, George. Nice to see you.
Nice seeing you, too.
Happy Thanksgiving to the entire family. On behalf of Dracut Access Television, you are watching Dracut High School lose to the Methuen Rangers 40-6 here at Beaudry Field on Thanksgiving morning. On behalf of Gary, the man Muse, we thank you for watching Dracut Access Television's coverage of Dracut High School football. I'm Mark Nichols. On behalf of George Tristolaris, thank you for coming. Enjoy your turkey.
After today's 62nd anniversary game, JC's past president Dan Dawson will present the trophy to the winning team. The series stands now at Dracut 27 wins, Methuen 32 wins, and 3 ties. Let the tradition continue. Thank you everybody, and happy Thanksgiving.